What is up, DG Army? Nethervoid, also known as John, back with you today for more WoT patches. This is 8.1, and then I luckily got onto the server a day after 8.1 actually went live on the test server, and I got to, and I know, you know, this is Lakeville, and this house has got to go down. This little outhouse, boom! Boom in your face, what wasn't good, yeah. So already, look at my team, all going the same direction. Now, there are only 7 tanks on each side in this game because for some reason the test server matchmaker couldn't match up. Every time I get in one of these tier 9s, it had a hard time matching people up. So only 7 per side here. This is the best game I've ever had in WoT, and I'm about to show you how insane it is. Now, I crush this. Every time you get a chance, always crush that so enemies can't hide behind it on your side. It will absorb at least 1 shell. It's kind of a free, get out of jail free card. So instead, okay, now if this happens, everybody goes to one side. Come over here and play defense like this. Play the backside of that push. Because I guarantee you, there are going to be enemies coming around this backside. Now, there's probably going to be a lot more than just one tank can handle. But luckily, since there are only 7 tanks per side, me being the top heavy, I should be able to handle most of what they can dish out. Unless there's like 4, then I'm probably going to get jacked up. Okay, so here we go. As expected, someone came right down the middle. We would have been jacked up. Now, this is the tier 9 medium British tank. I'm driving the tier 9 heavy British tank. So I decided to track him. I also get damage, which is very lucky. Well, not lucky. I did it on purpose. But I don't want him getting behind cover. I need to take this guy out before more of his buddies roll in. Now, I tried to get damage as well, but I got lucky. At least I still caught the back of his wheel. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I better reposition because he does have maybe some good shots on my lower armor. I think this is a pretty good tank. It's pretty slow. It drives just like any heavy would. The gun is pretty amazing. I take that guy out. The gun is pretty amazing. 269 pen, 400 damage. It's a tier 7 gun, 120 millimeter. It's very accurate. Again, I'm not talking about stats. I'm just talking about the feel of the tank. The tank feels very accurate. The gun feels like it hits really hard, which is probably the 2 biggest things I look at when I drive a new tank of high tier. So I think it gets good marks on those in those areas. It feels pretty bouncy, and I think that's because there's so much sloped armor in the front. Again, I think the armor is pretty much in the front. You don't want to get hit in the side or the back. It does not have good side or back armor. These tanks are a lot like American tanks, I think. The one thing that American tanks are, where they are different, is the American tanks have more mobility in the heavies and the mediums, and you're going to see that in the next couple of weeks when I'm showing you these tanks. So here, these guys are getting steamrolled. They took all our tanks and still couldn't push through. So first, I don't know how that came up, a track shot. Maybe I didn't track that guy. Maybe one of the allies did. IS-8 going right through the top front plate, right in the apex of his armor there. I'm also going to keep this guy tracked so that we can keep shooting at him. If we had Artie, this would mean this guy to be dead. For some reason, Artie is not focusing me. They're focusing that super pershing. Boom! Again, right through the front plate, 500 damage. Nice little tank. Nice gun. As you can see, I'm at 250 meters, and it's hitting right on target. I have 100% crew in this thing. Boom! You're dead. Right through the lower plate that time. An IS-8 has to be moving a little more than he was and juking around, and he was not doing any juking. He was just sitting there. I noticed that they've got a guy on line 8 there just not even doing anything. I don't even think he's moving. He's probably shooting at our other heavy that's going up the middle there. Got hit in, I think, the Commander Cupola right there. Boom! Get lucky hit on this T-54, and he gets on fire, and he's almost dead now. Right into his side armor here. He should not be giving me so much. Bam! He's dead. He should have kept moving. Mediums shouldn't really play like heavies. You can't really go toe-to-toe like that from long range. You need to get side shots and try to get in close, especially if you're a Russian medium. Their guns are not as good as far as penetration, but they have the best mobility in the game for mediums. Well, I think the French might have better mobility, but the French have just worse armor by far. I think the Russians have the best overall. Well, Russians and Americans have best overall mediums. I kind of think the Americans probably have better mediums, but I haven't been able to drive them. So those guys pretty much getting taken out. They pushed our heavy into the water over there on the lake, so he's dead. didn't even get a kill. They didn't get a kill for that, actually. It's actually 3-5, but it doesn't count as a kill. So now I'm playing defense. I'm saying, hey, I got this guy who's undefended now. Now they have 2 heavies coming in undefended. This guy gets taken out by the super Pershing, so I'm like, hey, I got to get this guy. Shot right through his turret. Nice. Got another kill on that guy. So now it's me against 3. This should be pretty much a no-brainer for the enemy. This should look very familiar to the game I had in the hits on the strategy series. I'm in the same exact positions that I was there. And 4502, really, really heavily armored in the front. Again, pretty decent tank, really, for Germans. It's really hard to pin these guys in the front. It could be because I don't know where to pin them. I should right here, I don't have a lot of good choices. I should have went for the machine gun turret when I hit him the first time. The grass was kind of in my way. I couldn't really pick out that weak point, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to handle this. Side armor shot? Yes! Thank you for giving me your side armor. He's almost dead, but I'm getting jacked up by the Black Prince. This is a tier 7 British heavy. And... oh, right. I think I hit the building right there. I don't think I got that shot off. I think he disappeared right before I could actually get that shot off. Looks like their Artie is really the ace of their team there with 4 kills. Really nice shooting by their Artie. Of course, our guys weren't moving around really at all. So now I'm being pretty aggressive with these 2 guys because I know that 4502 is 1 shot from death. So I don't think he's going to be pushing. He's going to be all that aggressive. But I'm kind of worried about this Black Prince pushing up on the right side of the map on the 890 lines. I'm not sure where they're going, and I'm thinking, you know what? The SPG is probably going to hit me in the back of the butt. That's what I'd be doing if I was him, coming up the backside. So I'm trying to get in a better position here. Black Prince, I'm going to try to take a shot at him. Yes. No problems. With 269 pen, any tier 7, I can shoot him wherever I want. It's going to go right through. Even sometimes in the mantlet, it shouldn't be that big a deal. Now, right here, I kind of thought it was odd I couldn't back up over that rock, but, you know, whatever. Stuff happens. Bam! Also, I'm on medium settings here for graphics because I was having a problem with all the dust. With zooming in, I was having bad FPS, and I'm actually having pretty bad FPS when I zoom in here. I'm getting 100 when I'm zoomed out, but when dust flies up and I'm in sniper mode, I'm having problems. So, the SPG misses his shot. That could have been the game. Bam! He's dead. I drive right off this cliff here to get into some cover a little bit. Now I got these 2 guys trying to cap. The Black Prince is getting a little bit aggressive, even though he's at half health. I'm probably 2 shots from death here. I do not want to give out side armor right here, so I do take my time. I got a little bit of time. I don't have to worry too much. I do not even aim my shot there. Don't zoom in. Get a nice shot. I really got to make sure that their base cap points don't build up and they win that way. So, boom! Apparently not enough to get through the lower plate there. That's okay, I'll go through the upper part of the upper plate right here where it's flat, right there. Nice. Now I'm getting really low here. I'm trying to use the side armor maneuver where you put out your side armor and it acts as a shield, kinda. Boom, he's dead. I only give out the front part of the track on the side right there where the line is. If you look at the bottom of my aiming reticle right there all the way down the track, you can use it as a shield. It's kind of an exploit, I think, but whatever. I'm down to 2 AP rounds, but I want to get some HE to hit the front of that VK4502, see how much damage I can get and really reset his cap points. I must have missed. I think I missed that shot. I got 1 HE shell left. Let's see what I can do with it. I got to zoom in to make this one count. Once I can reset the cap, I'll be good and see how much damage I can get on this guy. So he's not going to give me any shots. He's almost perfectly hidden. Oh, that's why I'm in free mode. I did zoom in on both those shots. The first one I hit him but did not get any damage. The second one I finally got some damage, but I'm out of HE shells. I have enough time to quickly maneuver around this rock, so he probably should have shot me right there in my lower plate. But he's not taking any chances. His front armor is a lot better than mine, so I probably would have taken that chance if I was him. So I'm going to come out here, take the shot, hopefully he'll miss. And he takes his shot, and he does not wait till I get out there, and he misses his shot to get me in the lower plate. Now, I can move in on him. See if I can get a side shot. No, it bounces. I'm circling him. He's not turning his tank. I'm circling him. He's not. Oh, maybe he is. No, he does not do it. 7 kills. I killed everybody on their team. Really nice game. This tank is awesome, and I do believe I got the end plates. Hold on for a sec. Let's look at the end plates on this thing. So here's the first end plate on that game, and pretty insane game. This is probably one of my best games ever. Mastery badge, 2200 XP. I got iron, steel wall, top gun, and defender. Very obviously in this game. This is a nice tier 9 heavy tank. I think all the nations have really good tier 9 heavy tanks, so I don't think this is any better than the other ones. The German heavy tanks are good as well. Usually they don't have very good tanks, but in tier 9 they're pretty good. So very good. Obviously killed the entire team, damaged the entire team. Lots of damage on the entire team. Lots of critical hits on the team, and spotted 2 of the guys on the enemy team. Let's look at this next end plate. Here you can see, obviously I sorted XP. Obviously I'm going to get top XP, but I got almost triple the next guy's XP. 3 medals, still alive, 13%. Nice game. Let's look at the next one. 27 out of 30 shots are hitting, 23 of those being actual penetration hits. 6,200 damage on a 1,900 hit point tank. Again, insane game, more than triple my hit points and damage right there. Base defense points, 233 base defense points. That's ridiculous. I've never had a game like that. 24,000 credits earned on this thing, 25,000 basically. That's with premium. Look at this though. Without premium, I would have lost money on that game. That is redonkulous. And this is because Wargaming basically wants you to get premium when you're playing at this level. There's really no other way to look at it. You can play tier 5s to make up the gap, but it's really just not worth it. It's only 15 a month, just like a lot of other games. I know if you're under 18, that can be tough. But anyway, insane game. It's insanity. I don't even know how to describe that game. I like this tank, and tell me what you think about this tank if you've been able to drive it on 8.1. I'm really looking forward to the British line, and I will show you some more games next week. Let me know what you think. Later, dudes.